FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM.
Right, my name is Babio. Sir, Fenado Fidio no Atoha, Akasimano Edio non kono 29 minutes to 9. Yade Mpensenpensenmu no ebeto social so say ehho asedano yade ma Puma drinks. Eno ne drink fofra e wo so. Say bia obefa bia Puma drinks, Puma and obia enum ya won cola and ya won orange. It's another quality product from Casapreco Company Limited. Edepa into ogia ho na mean na person o mani gia Puma drinks. My friend in Penny na any john. My friend no kusku now the bia show mo bag na wo mo anum no lunch time. E boa pa ne bo no so edafam 13 Ghana cedis per pack and your retail with me a ton 15 Ghana cedis. Na say so was no e bubruja bottle no so be na 1 cedi 50 pesos per bottle. The American kind is another quality product from Casapreco Company Limited. Na say so who say a quality and kasanti etufo and 0262 351 251 0262 351 251 FDA and sa eshe sa enkaiboi ase well inti ye besha nkomo no ase lawyer tum many sound but besha se efri so and then lawyer for me no na me no mo ehia efi juada no cross examination akoso so until enra when there was an application to inspect the EC's document and no and a Supreme Court no ebogui efi edwada no the first 10 minutes your impressions lawyer tum.
All right, first of all Jack is my first time DSC.
Yeah,
and chance come Minia Pfizer. I hope your name is right. Yeah.
Yes,
Pfizer. Chiankoma TF ne empany for 80 and a yes, from Monday to yesterday, sorry. Sitting Katia continued in the cross examination on Monday. Tuesday, Dr. Pasa White, Emaneba sitting, and then Andra was for something which is part of the legal processes, inspection of documents. Sitting Katia, as I know, did what he's able to do best. Under normal circumstances, Sitting Katia will be we are very calm when it comes to interview, and I say, Busan in Samoa. One friend whom be or Tonombo say, I want to say Busan, and he's one person. Yeah, now, sir, Obek can be serious to commit himself. No, we're very careful when it comes to those things, and that is one thing I've known about him. If he's many who know as General Secretary of the NDC, and even the time of several deputy minister, and indeed the same thing, Nara. Now, opportunity court to a year and another Joada way back from Friday anyway. And some biara Yebusano, dear one council or Busano and Yaduneno, or making it very clear where they are no Yadun. Dear, I asked so close a question, which the answer should be yes or no. And also, well. Sometimes you see him trying to give you the answer, but explain to you why he thinks it is so or why he thinks it is not so. Dr. Pasa White, and so take it on. He was one person that really impressed me also. I wasn't surprised that he's a lecturer. The standard, the level, anyhow we see answer questions was marvelous to me. And I wasn't too surprised also said the cross-examination is answered when it comes to the two counsel on the other side. Yeah, because if he's really on track, Nadia he understands and knows what he's talking about. Sometimes you don't really get too much of him.
You don't drag
him. I mean, also be honest, there's some goodness I wouldn't try that anymore. Yeah, now no. On one I didn't crash it. So that's it. Because it even pave way for the lawyer to be, putting more questions to him or her in the witness box. But he wasn't that kind of witness, and I can say, sir, he's one person that did well so far as his examinations were concerned. Now, down to Andra.
Okay, before I buy Nrano, the testimony that lawyer Pesa White gave.
Yeah.
The big Okafa near Corso strong room ho.
Yeah.
And near Ma Amumieno on a metonum. A free ho. A cobaye on no na ya declare we. The venue for the declaration SSI and then the issue with Form 13 and all the other issues that came up. Maybe all
right. So now, you're free Radio Metonunu Diano and Pesa White before they left the EC room. I didn't see it. They see these two persons and reps of the NDC, as you said from agents, are more the strong room or the strongest room when it comes to Ghana's election. The EC's main office, I don't know more. LJ results, and I say L confirming results are free various regions, constituencies, and whatever. Now, a number of Majuma Yenimon, Anna Eba say, and number of community back from certain areas, and woman is and so, what are you supposed to do? You have to raise your objection, right? It will raise it to Madam Jane Mensah through one of them, which is Roger Matonuno. Ekuhuno. And then ABC say, and I'm about to be saying, Yahuna, first in Tray. Into the young Pocam with my faso. Now, and son of this declaration of Biden, Abba. Moreover, no, my not declaration, a dan San Cabano. Nama Mena Babasam. So that's it. Also, become a 24-hour deadline, and as a timeline, sir. And any time or the Baba declaration. But just before the time could reach, Anna, you know, information said, no, was say, what the Baba later. I'm saying that some kind of year, that later date, you can say, later time, no one said, answer. Communicating about, I say, woman go and declare 24 hours. The time or very day, and nobody declare, no one can, if I'm right. One said I made a particular day I nobody declare when she was cancelling the 24-hour deadline. And about the same woman raising those issues. According to Roger Matonuno, the woman made it clear to them, well, okay, if you have issues, then inform your authorities or your leaders. And then let's sit down, let's find a way of addressing the issues before the declaration will be done. And this wasn't the first time an EC officer or chairperson would make such a suggestions to a political party. ABS in 2012. That's a for this era. The MPP then raised certain same or similar objections. And they were so the same process around the firm. We said, okay, most of them are maintenance. Before we make a declaration. And indeed, what kind of year? 2012 declaration, it was made in the night. That's a for yeah. I think it was after 7 p.m. in Katam, but it was in the night because I'm with Massey. I know I said declaration, it was in the night. What I said. So and it wasn't the first time I be saying senior because I mean I did be say that I want to be a baby can be actual. It wasn't new to us or it wasn't new to any stakeholder in this game. It was quite an incredible buy. Nahi asa one day anu yen bedding and I say and some bakoma penino. Na yehunu kwampa say that you befaso. Now look at two things. Also, no done in who call Mamma no Kumun, Pesa White was not part of it. So what I say? Yeah. So likewise, a brother one one. Whatever transpired at the place and not Pesa White one. Roger Matonuno was not aware or is not aware. Likewise, Pesa White and so any aware of the issue between one Madam Jane Mensah. Yeah. So if you are going to give a feedback to your leader and I say your boss, it is important so that each one can report on whatever happenings AC or be as and when the person was around. So what I say? That was a need in terms of me and movie together. Moreover, there was a question asked to, I think from Mpensenpensenmu Justin Manivo. Sir, he on one that the person is over and he responded by telling them, say, I'm person before you call and then he has a Mijamika. Minia, some about him at by. Nothing, some madam from her bima. I don't know about Jamaica and Matrimony Mudiaku baby. A job laptops. If I know very well, I'm not going to come back. If I know very well, so I'm master and one. And he was creating an impression that no one who said, my candidate is losing the elections. And Nuntina almost saw us all moko. This argument doesn't
such a sensitive gadget like your laptop, information results are airbag in a laptop no so. And I walk. Ubeja car crowd, that's fine.
Yeah.
But so Johnny laptop for her. No me doing na omutra car ba kum ekoe. I don't know, but these are some of the questions that people.
But sir, Minia, me know what you say. I can leave my phones with you. But so say you can never access my phone. Because me know you say that this kind of
gadgets,
this gadgets is this here. I mean, say me jaw ho na me lock my idea no. There's no way somebody can access it. So what I say?
Yeah.
It says see one number jaw no is not really an issue. Or it shouldn't really be an issue. Because me jaw ho, yes, me jaw ho. But me jaw ho no, the essence in the same. Yeah, kwa base see ya. Because I'm say yamra me hunu, yamra yin ntan ase. Eti yan ko ne fa nsa no kotim panifo no. Me yamra ne yamra tran ase ansa na de ehunu yehunu kwa say den. Ye de fa so. This was the words of the woman. And you see, I'll be very surprised. Panifo of their status. And I say, I said, some who put up portray a BBC. I am contemplating no more can no could I say, Ubimbo Castle Mufan Grandpa's uncle. This is very surprising. But that is the kind of impression the Council for the East was trying to create in the presence of the court. Such as a Domocan company. What you must say, a dear and fast dear neighbor from Abamo. Abama will be an answer the Philosopher. Roger Matununi Minuno. Way back from 2008. And the minimum say every year, every year, every election year, Biarano, or what or court strong room. 2008, cast your mind back. He was one of those who was challenging Honorable Kobajafon. When he came to figures, we are the first region by Roger was there. So he has been part of this thing and knows what goes on in the strong room every now and then. There is no way say obey reckless or let me say careless or negligent so far as his role is concerned as an agent to the presidential candidate at that level. No,
with an experience, you know.
Of course, I mean this is absolutely unacceptable. So me, I don't believe that, and I don't want to accept that argument.
Okay,
but the American all right. A form was used to declare the elections or the results. What is that from? Form 13, right? See, the candidates, sorry, agents now only nowadays.
Yes.
What is going on? These two persons were not there. So how could they have seen the Form 13 that was used to declare? How could they have even gotten a copy of it? Because by the time we return here, as specified noted in the court, when we back, number be no money the other agents, the room was vacant. Except the EC official in charge of that place. Ever know? So that would then take you to the point that we're making to discover documents. And they said, a form like, for instance, Form 13, a copy of it that is presumed says, okay, one yeni. And in another case, before
election, we all had a CI 127.
Yeah.
From 13, it was Anamebwa.
From
Yes. So what CI 127?
Yeah.
Good. It is OSHA page 60. I think it's 62.
Yeah, 62.
Yeah.
13 was,
yes.
Yes.
Declaration of presidential results form. That's from 13.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you wanted to see before the declaration.
Now from 13 years and then I was.
I mean, I have name of region, names of party, initials of candidates. We have total valid votes, total rejected ballots, total votes cast.
Thank you.
And then
on the last 3 things in our body, total valid votes, total votes, total rejected ballots, total vote cast. These are things that every political party is interested in. Because I nearly do to whatever outcome ever. The political party are interested. MPP is interested. NDC is interested. I'm yet to see a political party okay, say about me the way they win. Now the names of the regions in the win. On the other day, one I think I win was a gun. I was 16 regions.
Okay, but
16 year ABCD.
Okay, so mean now from 13, I mean it's not complete.
So no, the point I was trying to make with this because it's now I say the essence that there is some kind of relevance attached to those last three boarding.
Yes.
Which a political party be interested in. And no one to know and here's us and send a declaration about. Because if you understand your elections here, total valid vote cast are issued of contention by the same issue. Because the figures of declared on the knife, and she came back to us and changed it. We're changing on countless occasions. So that's here. And saying, can you brush send manu here? There are things that my brother here will confirm to you. As a lawyer, you can draft a document. Who you pass on to your colleague to go through. Well, draft here and submit a change just one. But there are some errors that you might have not seen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
It is if you are about to declare such an idea, don't forget, a mind be on more or more as a result of cinema will be.
Yeah.
It's the idea very important. Not ye be declare be sing. Ye what key stakeholders. In fact, what Ghana elections, what you kind of key stakeholders are. May strong campaign like I say, the other ones, yes, they are in there, but those who make it a game, it's really the NDC and the MBB. And the NDC reps were not in there. Now, so no, one more come with your sample. And you don't put on the Soroko. You buy near the declared us, Navy. To the course, so total valid broadcast and no one answer your chum machine. One more who be. Now, when you say that you're being you're being Cassan for your abandoned Kana. Minia, don't you think so? But if I said to Crown Quadra, Yan sounds to a back for 3 minutes. It's a beer and candies if I'm your bra. Mamma, but trying break a crab in the channel. Anna Sanka Timamu about a share didn't move here. Unyin say, a Bianca, error, ya, mammy, and they idea quite sending him by the BI. A Bianco Mucalatino. There are 2 people. One of them is a lecturer. At least, a Bianco Muba, said the Arab will have been jihadi yan sing. This is how the trend has been from Dr. Farijan's era. A Farijan person, or my parties now, Shemua, Mamma, to BBI, okay. On the other day, answer final or the signature basis was the one ASEAN chairman's name, signature and date. No, but Simon, nothing yet, nothing. But then the day before some Baba sign, a moment in a mash had known that BBI was wearing every. Now, let's come back to the declaration and the venue. One because I raised.
No, but before from 13, because another issue now and also about cross examination, the continuation of from 13 and over page 63, which has to do with the name of representative or counting agent of candidate, name of party or candidate, signature, reason if refused to sign, and also a bar up, and we thought that. From here, what's here in Muno? It was different from your EC chairperson, a declaration. Is that the point, lawyer?
Yeah, I mean, even what was shown to Dr. Pasawa, it was challenging your court. You remember, said that is not issue trainer.
It's different from the OCI.
I'm telling you exactly because who said the judges in the back at the unit trainer. Evidence only a copy of this, no shady. Even though it was not in evidence then, but when you know, I know, Gino, she said there were many son and your new names are women. And he said it.
Difference in anything.
I mean, no, I don't know which particular one was shown to him because it was not even in evidence. I cannot,
all of us didn't see it.
But he being the officer who has been trained on these documents. So that's it. I will name I copy. So I'm making reference to the copy that I wouldn't mean in Nashmuhan. Made it very clear. So the copy now in the Nashmuhan, and the amended and that's what he said. What's the copy now? What revity and win some of why natural Ghana for in 18. India, I'll say from 13. And need their war and need the another date son or court to the anymore. Another crop. And he indicated reasons in the case of another crop. He said it. So that's it. So the question is, where from that form now? I mean, you see, in any case, and company for see a number of Fidia, your number in the question. About the sign yen yet. And the first one by I'm out there name declaration me boy. With the Honka as me person and this for no. Sign from swab but nine for the other one. See, one has a reference one.
Yeah.
Thank you. So why did the woman do it alone? About the saying, my men, I'm calling the political parties again to do reassessment and also correct whatever error. And the question back when you
is that what the CI says?
There's a CI in Canada. No, be as it may. Fancy CI in Canada. My question is the first time now you declared results, all the political parties were there, right? They all saw in it every figure that we are supposed to declare. Now share a compare editum. Me wanna?
Yeah.
Good. It is in now share compare editum and son everybody call them here. Say agent.
It's a baby abemu. Okay. To assume in 2 minutes for this.
That is our point. And don't burn and boo some pennies and number feed your number. It was an Indian near Honey Yard. Some from some papa one. Ah, some for some home pon one. What a hair and I'm right. Election petition. When there was some kind of clerical errors, when the corrections was done, the many everybody want dance here. The correction that will be brought to court, you have to file or serve the other parties the same corrections again. So just here. What do you mean? Oh, so now in back first, and I'm crying the second, and as a second, and I'm crying the first. It's in my correction number, the same thing to keep it on. Yanasa. And was signing new one at the buy, was 7 new one on all the parties involved. And it's me, say, I didn't say, I didn't wear the car from Swabahua. Nasa, and he has all correcting from someone. Why don't you involve the key stakeholders who are parties to these things that you are doing? I didn't tell you inform them. I didn't tell you involve women.
Okay.
Now, no money. And in another case, in another case, at the end of the day, I walk to the Ghana for you know, bomb my car. A printing invitation or whatever forms or cards. Emma media for most of some microphones in the back of I can't transfer conference center. Now, so much in here, now so I know GBC. What's changed? Has she been able to explain to Ghanaians the norms to this idea and buy? The entire state security apparatus was made to go and protect Accra International Conference Center. The world press were in Ghana. I mean, yes, the main police and police and the military, they were all there.
But so it's not the entire.
Oh, so, I mean, they are the main security forces in Ghana. The other ones, they just give support to them.
Okay.
What I say? Because the main, the internal security services is being held by the police. They are the main, they are in charge of internal security. Every other person, they are just coming to support and help the police. Simplicity. So, because of the entire, that's what I mean. All right?
Okay.
And now, some you must have domain in our AICC. A transfer declaration because so and ne anamu ina moto. Me bisa so ko hobi dia. Did the woman come there to declare the results?
Me na me studio.
I don't see some amana ba International Conference Center. Me bisa wo. What here?
There be.
This one to so ba ho. Na e ba ne say na say dey na abenti amonso be sene mu musa ho asem bia say. E ba ne say na de ko gire benkum si nyina ho twen ho. Ne hu na anam nifa. Yes, on sabah.
Like I say, a few of your Facebook comments. K-Zan, I say, this is a woman you were always accusing of trying to steal the elections for Nanado. And then the same woman instructs you to leave. And then you do so. I'm really surprised. K-Zan, the other day, no, Mark K. Nijubano, CJ, how can EC use 45 minutes to complete from 13 up to declaration? I don't really get the import. NDC men were not back. Oh, okay. I knew there was something fishy going on. Mark, need you back. There or they buy, no. If he 2nd April 2021, we have valid national ID card. Anytime you visit a Momo agent point to perform a transaction, we acquire first with the transaction in that's why we are good together. Just Momo it everywhere you go. And I pay the Kenya body, Nescafe Sweet and Cream. Nescafe Sweet and Creamy. So if you want something hot to spark your vim this morning, something sweet and creamy, if you love the tantalizing aroma of coffee, all you need is 1 Ghana cedi per and a cup of hot water and one udem. It's just 1 Ghana cedi per. Mild coffee that is sweet and creamy. Until try and you thank me later. It all starts with a Nest Cafe. La Faisal.
Yes, sir.
Mame no so.
Okay, well I say, Mame incha etifo nyina na.
Etifo Joso.
My boss, Honorable Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid. Let me say, Mebra Wakan Sempi. Na mesha say from Monday. The general of all mosquitoes in Ghana. The General Secretary of the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress.
General of all General Secretaries.
Okay, now we say General of all mosquitoes.
Solid general.
Now, we share the testimony of my witness box number. Now, one thing was made very clear. We share cross examination. Lawyer.
Mame 30 seconds. Mame fa Vodafone phone cray.
Okay.
And ma etifo. O send this car Vodafone so free. Yantel into dial *110# on your Vodafone. Sika dudu bia and pen dudu bia free. Vodafone. The future is exciting. Ready? I'm done. Pfizer.
Yo. We share cross examination course. So lead counsel lawyer Akoto Ampao excellently put 2 questions. Emma General Secretary. Now we share questions. So bizarre ni nyina na etrimu for back home. Ana botan back home na ebededi. Which is that we share the NDC for crowd court. And now John Dramani Mahama di back court kra almost say changing figures no. Ye fa figures no, ye manu fa figures no baako. Ma ono ankasa ebu eho akonta baako. Na ni nyina so obu oho akonta ni nyina no ebededi pefe se John Dramani Mahama odi nkugu poto ena nana adodankwa akufado ewini ye into share figures o ma ni nyina was above 50%. The only threshold per Article 63(3) of the Constitution 1992. I was say a presidential candidate should attain ansana. I was say EC declared Pakono as winner of the elections. So enono is very, very important because Libya Meka, me see that the witness and now the testimony or the evidence of a man. I don't know better much maybe our case no beko. Say who the case court out. So we near now ube lose Ejina witness statement and I say witness or evidence of a man. Now cross examination is the engine of trial. Cross examination. As I say, who can I say ma? Which na box no? You be sa one Nsem to verify say some our cano no clear. And no engine of trial. Now who share in some kind nyina ebededi master yemani ye right from the start. Yemanu for total valid vote of each candidate baku mana adiye. ABC 13,121,111. O yuzu enono ediye mas no nana kufado ewini ye. Yamanu fa 30,119,428. O ye mas no nana donkwa kufado ene wini ye. Yamanu fa figures ni nyina isi diaba nyina so ye de kan ho no nana donkwa kufado. In fact, Techiman South atama ye declaration on the 9th, isi ye declaration on the 9th no. Na enka ho no. Yamanu de kan ho. Total figure nyina ma John Dramani Mahama. Chese na isi kan no over 120,000 votes. Edi nyina ma no oye mass no na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ewini ye. Afa ye use actual vote. John Dramani Mahama nya about 54,000 what Techiman South. Na Akufo-Addo nya about 49,000. Ye sa mass no so na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ewini ye. Now it's important say ye nyina ye be clear with you say this is the witness of the petitioner. Jodi asem ne ba court no the witness no and a man calculator no boy no results on nyina ekire say na Dankwa Akufo-Addo we win ya o cruise ya te say John Dramani Mahama enam ni chikra ni taillight kra ohun inti ye nyina if we are clear on this point and na che say petitioner kra ni say case of woman e dey aba court no e ya dey afoli frat minim so share there is this video of a policeman. I was stopping you baby about go.
Yes, I stopping Budumbrem during COVID. And are you what you say that was no. So then your argument have
to share.
Mr. Fraser is trying to be serious. He's trying to be serious.
To share all the responses are. I say the Kitama no. Ninja be dead the PFA say. Na Danko Akufo-Addo election will win. Into Omanaba court no there. A fully frat. There's nothing they can do about it. Now let's come to the testimony of Pesa White. When you sign a witness statement, Adansi de Krata say any say me. The first principle is that it was say on sure say in some of the country ya nema uwe hu wate. You find personal knowledge. Evidence of hearsay is inadmissible except on certain grounds. In Tuba court, Nasa Okan, and I'm going to quote directly from ni Adansi de Krata, Omaya Fileman no was saying, no answer kase, nukre, ena okano, because Ufali Sadena, there's a thing we call statement of truth. Into say, I, Dr. Michael Pesa White, say that I am the witness herein, and that I made this statement in respect of this presidential election petition. And that to the best of my knowledge and honest belief, paragraph 1 to 15 of the witness statement are true. Chese, or parties and some of what from paragraph 1 to 15 in no cre, nema no hu, no wate. Now, me will call one of the paragraphs. Any insema or no kawomu. Paragraph 8. Or see. After making after making our observations known to Mrs. Jane Adukwe Mensah, chairperson of First Respondent, and the returning officer for the presidential election, she asked us, Tio CJ, she asked us to go and to go and consult with petitioner and return. She assured us she was holding on with any declaration of the results until our concerns and all other concerns with the collation of the votes were redressed. She asked us. Now, the Chinese say, no patch say, ye catch it or no, any rojo, no. Say, consult John Dramani Mama. Son no kind of witness statement the moon. Now, that our box no. Ebe de di pefe say enya no kre
ne hefa na enya no kre no
because she asked us so he was speaking in personal terms as I say enya say she told Rojo to tell us to go David she asked which means she was or refer to direct communication between Onono and the EC chair.
No but it's also clear say enya ohum yenu nyina na EC chair chia omo anameboa
them patient say no I'm referring to say I don't want us to Mpensenpensenmu evidence about abontin. Mpensenpensenmu take it to the ono aka. Asem ono aka.
Okay.
The what chire no. Me say Chumberima aka chire mini CJ say yempie. Tio. Me say Chumberima aka chire mini CJ say yempie. E na yepie. Enti
enye se bia Chumberima aka chire CJ say yempie na CJ be ka chire Pfizer say. Chumberima say yempie.
Exactly. Enti eno report ka say oh. That is the actual recount or report of what has happened. Now say which means you have used your senses, 5 senses. Either would we and I would do waswati, and I would do saka, and I would do asmele. That's what we call personal knowledge. You should have used your 5 senses as a human being to have perceived adia okano. And it is clear say original box no bisano say. Did you speak to the EC chair yourself? See, Debbie, I was in the strong room and it was Rojo who went upstairs to go and see her in the office. Which means, no, hearsay. Now, hearsay is not admissible. So, no, in trouble in water, it's very clear. There's no way you can see this matter. Because, EC chair say, Mumie no mumpie, and John Dramani Mahama. Abede di say isi chair no kra we hu onu kra kan e box no say isi chair no hu twice pe ohun isi chair just twice throughout the time of from the 7th and the 9th also no ohun no just twice obi ohun twice no awo no nka say then no nka say no extra two so enu bede di that is one in terms of what saying this for say he was confident you can be confident box no it's okay. But the old cano say abanima and say nyanukre na oka and no be clear. Now one other very important point because Ocean University na nima 2 penoka say easy chair say omunko go John Dramani mama. Second one we say omu letter edibai and easy chair waive fee all the grievances.
Yes.
It also came very clear say Onukra didn't even have personal knowledge of that one also. Or say it
personal
was,
knowledge of the letter.
Whether that letter was delivered or not. Because letter, I just say what should I oh please, Pacho. Or not true.
I'll come back to you.
I mean, please. What should I ni statement mu. So upa mpese me quote. To written to the T. Or see, that is 5, paragraph 5 of University. Or see, based on our observation of the many material anomalies in the collation of the votes in the strong room and the subsequent report of same to petitioner and the NDC immediately caused a letter to be written to first respondent to detailing some of petitioners and NDC's concern attached the mark. So what it means is that see NDC for actual letter Eda comma easy. Yebisa say, do you know say the letter was delivered? Because EC channel lawyer put in to say the letter was never delivered to the EC. Now how do you allow an evidence or testimony say letter na yetire Edu comma EC and you are not able to substantiate whether the letter was delivered or not? So is it that you wrote it and sat in your office or you actually delivered it? And to the extent that a idea not only personal knowledge, it ought not to have been contained in there. Else he should have indicated how he came by the knowledge say the EC was written to. So and also every so nima me know say the witness failed the part. So because one Usi EC say Mungo John Rowan Mama na Musambra, it was clear say EC anywhere anka sakra. 2 Uka say much related edama. You couldn't confirm say that I know was even delivered until as far as the witness is concerned, no. And also FOLE frat. And also FOLE frat. Now, as far as choosing witnesses, and I say Adanside, the media Adansi Amao is concerned, it's within the power of the petitioner to choose. Because Obia can say, Nankan semi pa de, Dukenin Nanyim, the Osan Kono, Ebekam Asem, Rojo. Because Roger no what personal knowledge or not only easy check
you refer to a paragraph from the witness statement right now.
Number 5.
Last 5.
Yes. About the letter that was written to the EC.
Okay, based on our observations of the many material anomalies in the coalition of votes in the strong room and the subsequent report of same to petitioner and the NDC immediately caused a letter to be written to first respondent detailing some of the petitioners and the NDC's concerns. Attached and marked exhibit MKW1 is a copy of the said letter.
So what I'm trying to say, so he doesn't have knowledge. He said the letter was actually delivered. Because letter not matter. But whether it's delivered, no, is what is because it must come to the knowledge of the EC before they can act on it. Now if you cannot confirm or deny because unim say letter no cry do issue one man, then you should have even been part of your statement because you can't speak to it. So anytime I say people have said and I agree with them that Uncle B say obi wo anka so ono be di adanse pa ma John Dramani mama e wo asem we hu a Uncle say Rojo because Rojo is the one who engaged. Now mind you there's a tape going around. I don't know whether one who has that tape now. Minua Kwesi
Parker Wilson interview Rojo. Yes.
And Rojo can say EC chair instructed us. And also you say the same word. Utio.
Yes.
So Onono can say yes. Or catch them and say yeah, you know in MP. I don't know whether that tape you have. Who one can make anybody say about it's here for NTA.
I'll pull it. I'll pull it right now.
It's about evidence. Udma can say platforms, but Ubakota. It's about evidence. Our Rojo so ebien anu pefea can say. Or no, the EC chair instructed Omu Minu in answer Omun Konhu John Dramani Mama. But
Monamoya lawyers, me about educators, near waka outside the witness statement. And then they are watching on the witness statement in them. They are in idea Juma in court. I mean,
you didn't know Juma. I'm sorry.
Me too.
To say, as everyone say, Joy FM, as I say, Mabaka say, Nukre, and Yem media. But if you're not if you baby. So to take advantage, no ma kokko sakwase assassin media ba me no kasa say enya media no wo record me e na o de to ho na uba kono kasa assassin odia and you have that recording, it is evident to show say intro na me di court no.
Okay.
Because you can't own a land and not own a land depending on whether you're in court or you're not in court. And the court is a place to do justice.
I get you.
We seek the truth in court.
I get you.
And appealing justice is the truth. Intimate can say assassin no cre enyam they no recording me that all. Na ma court me jina court say dem assassin e media me jina na to here me na me iska no they need me to here cry me be see we foundation was so e ma me mama be ton ade was so just to show say media who were recording no you have to play to the court say ni pay enye no kra no ka because waka kire me and I go evidence. That's a very important part. Me go evidence and na adansidi e kire say o kan say assassin no enye ni dia. So it doesn't matter where you say it. Remember kebia no so far as there's evidence it will be brought. So Rojo ekan say omo no now it's very interesting. One of the things I no kan omo CG minim so tie bioma o say isi che eka so mun ko hu John Dramani mama mo ka so mun ko hu na odum ni phone and now 30 seconds after now I see af me friend is wanfa wo sin pa ko na dum ni phone sana wo kan yo 30 seconds after wo also see wo friend is wanfa na phone na edum wo de na frɛ ma no ringi sa na wanfa.
How long does it take to put the phone on?
Oh, please, Pacho, please. 30 seconds after, but when I doom the phone, no, Usin would doom the phone. I see, I can even go to my car and show you my call log. My friend is phone a doom, phone a Usi a doom. And then one, you stop with how I say, a bandy now. At least went man friend, or see the phone call off. Yet, Rojo send the phone near you. Rojo, see on the phone near you, and not on the friend, Jane Mensa. And I Jane Mensa phone 1 hour off. 30 seconds after, I feel a course woman. So clearly, no, all this boils down to the fact that and this woman who somebody could go, they know it. Now they make say if you're an ND supporter, dream huye, penny for no, Sebio wakuma, any wild dream being a woman di agro. Sebio, Mr. Wakuma, any wild dream being a woman did nim say Omedin Kugo 2020 presidential election. Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo, Owini, frat. John Dramani Mama, Elusu, frat. There's nothing that can be done about it. Don't we of course me there? A gymnastics winner, just say, Omoye to maintain the relevance of maybe John Dramani Mama, not 2024. Unfair no. And because Utie or no John Dramani Mama, no Akai, said another for the Nyaye, 2013 presidential election. And no be no super. They no pay, if you are goodwill. Not to fans dinner, say Yaviano. Now, me maka say from all that is taking place in court, Usho Munia Romuyana, the attention and the attack is going to be mainly on the EC chair. Omo agenda and say, young good in Nimasi. Young good in Nimasi poto. The good in Nimasia, maybe your mafia and also alcohol file petition say, oh, President, so far as we that is my personal opinion. I think a strategy be omu the next step will be that they are going to petition the president and say, President, and you know, because of maybe incompetence and ABB.
But there's a petition.
But, oh, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, please. Maybe. Say, after the whole ruling, the holding of the judges will become authoritative for you to use. They say that they're home, then they're just mere allegations. I'm not sure it will even go anywhere. But if you get holdings of the court, say, oh, you erred here, you could have done something better. Then you say, the Supreme Court has even agreed with her, say, she erred one place or the other. Now, it's important they see Inra. CJ, Inra no, mitiosa da na miti senior lawyer, Chachikata. Si papa idea. Maybe we honoma oye as a young. I find very, very unfortunate. CJ, Inra ubekaya. Tama bench no, judges no be bisano nsensem. Obi na no, eka asembi, eka kire Justice Yawapao. Said Justice Yawapao was asking irrelevant questions. I was shocked. I was shocked to the bone. Hey, our lawyer niya obedi case ama o client. Who catch a judge obedi case and say obisa seven kwasa asem ana question nsema ehun hia. And one of the things I've learned from senior judges, Supreme Court judges, even US, they will tell you, say, if you are before a judge, don't think, say, judge, no, unim case. Because on one amre, I can kind of na. Now, one of the things most lawyers fail to do, they say judge ebisa mo nsema. Oma jini say judge no enim de obisa. Into no move fafa ho. But anytime a judge asks you a question, trust me, it means what redo case no atias here. But if you not be been a na drink, it needs to be some asem.
Any harassment as lawyer Chachuchu Kata.
At all. Now send the common sense question. They say, oh, we see to have a vote with the abano and yet would yeah, because the fact is that per Article 49, elections are declared at the polling station. And now what I can say, you had agents, well-trained, well-fed agents at all the polling stations. So as a party, you must have an election and now voting collation management system. Also, okay, who see incident now on the buy no? Say enya, wo there we here total valid vote no. I go for do enya ahe. Who don't say oh, me so here mass no. Me nya 2 million. John Dramani mama there here no. Unya ahe. Oh onya 3 million. Eninti omu nyina anya 50% plus 1. That's what they oh they be. You say oh, you have it. In fact, the team is now going to sit down and even do the math. They say, omni figures in poor, omni to cry their case. Now, Uber quarter, you see, he who alleges must prove. He who alleges must prove. What say? Yeah, election you John the money mama nina na kufado. Ubi anya 50% plus 1. Your basic obligation yani say, oh, danger makers ani say, me yeah mass no. 275 constituency college center me here yani nyina no e kire say nanado nya this amount Dramani mama nya this amount other 10 candidates no nya this amount nyina o de ka ho a enso 50 plus 1 o de o see evidence no e wo ho e wo fie one fan back court. So it was a relevant commonsensical question na Justice Yawapao ebisa he na Tajikata ejan na so I see the man was asking questions, here. Hey, me end this near Ankana, Mesu Papa, so I high agent. Lawyer also knew Jumana or advance interest, no, or ya don't be boo attend those who sit on the matter, or virtually intina or quarter. Necessary. We just your power if you watch his body language. We see, on church Katajana, so. Or he was just looking at me like this. Throughout. Until the attack even came. Because he felt, say, by saying, say, the question that was asked was harassment, no? Was to put the man in a certain light. That was his opinion. A judge's opinion is law. A judge's opinion. Such judgment is opinion. Well, far away, away. No, I say, okay, no, my PM say, when correct. It's an opinion. But it is law. So how do you tell a judge? So no, the opinion and the question it wasn't relevant. I think it was a sad day for us as lawyers. Okay, but finally,
mommy.
Finally, because I think just the maybe I'll show you last week. The fundamental point of the Form 30 who figures, who pink sheet. What can say with pink sheet? Besides, yes, they have. Who are constituency coalition forms? Who will be? Regional, who will be? National, who see from 13 NIPI. And that one, I'm willing to concede with them because that might be a failure, no money. But the fact is that a no source document, ECD did final declaration. Ukala Simba say that is the source document. Now, Ushe exhibit 4 of the witness statement of the EC. The total valid vote there is 13,121,111. The EC witness statement, check it, exhibit 4. And that's the Form 13. And to say, here, it's already in your possession. Because Form 13 is attached
but they are saying that what we have here is different from Nia isi no maame no declare no you've heard lawyer Chum and other lawyers from the petitioner side raising this issue.
See, and I make her say the woman cannot say something which doesn't exist. What I said, she cannot conjure a figure, but we admit. She said, "NDC for crime court or me a mistake." First response again, or me a mistake. No, some of them correct your correction. So in mentioning the total valid vote cast, you don't go mention total vote cast. The two are not the same because per Article 63, no, is more than 50% of total valid vote, not total vote cast. And I may say, the form that was signed by the 8 observers and our agents of the presidential candidate our National Coalition Center, no, the total valid vote there, and I may say it's on witness statement of the EC. If you have it, check it. From 13, no, it was 13,121,111. So in normal case, it was the first time EC now appropriating almost figure. Tio almost almost year 13. Adia, it was signed on the 9th of December 2020. Who see Uber court and say, "No, who not true of year figure no." Now impo Saunima, why you were in the court? Who know why you were in the court?
Find somebody that say, fetch your mommy. Nafi yen Dwaso sharing so many a lawyer for me, you know. And Chichen and Como Mpensenpensenmu. So of course we know we are careful. Say a seminal ever court no. Yen konkoka asembia ebe contemptuous. But lawyer Chum my main son embra wana fi yen ko enra. Enra. I mean 3 days ago you filed a
it has been filed way before 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
No.
To inspect the EC's document.
Oh, just filed on the 19th.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh, really?
You see, let me show you the process. You check order 21.
That I'm file this application.
Oh, I give you this one.
It was filed on the 19th.
It's just for education purposes.
Yes. Okay, Pfizer me too.
Share the system we call mutual discovery. Then he say na nkrate mi wo nsema unko na wo me ni bie and it may have come to you by virtue of the fact that na we a constitutional body and I say sign contract no me yina ka say inform mount deposit ma wo but some by yina court but me hear contract no inform case e court I will apply for mutual discovery to matro notice so me hear document and no also want me e dey breme. You have a certain timeline also wow the Bremi.
Okay.
So one from Bremia, then the rule says that now I should apply to the court to order you to give me.
That is different.
So Romeo the application that was why they came to court. And yes, Adia. If the first one judge.
Okay, that's it. Normal requested somewhere 19th now or come.
Because the time of Mumaya was not in the law. The law says give the person.
Okay, me that's it. Let Chum.
Are you following?
It's your time.
Two different things.
One thing that is very common about lawyers is that we are all taught the same thing.
No. It's another bit me actually be
what I say? Being it mutual discovery or whatever, there was a request. But before somebody make on the question, my men no shall be what your friend is saying. Dr. Pasawa's statement in the morning. There was something, a reference via my brother making here. 1 second.
Sure.
Okay. So now,
find out China or the China we know because me I'm so interested.
Now let's go to the paragraph 5.
Paragraph 5.
Number 3. Oh, 5.
Oh, okay. 5 now me can one.
5 now can.
Okay. Based on our observations of the many material anomalies in the collation of votes in the strong room and the subsequent report of same to petitioner and the NDC immediately caused.
Line by line.
Okay.
I see based on our based on our observation of the many material anomalies. Now they say we bless we mo share who say enema ba kom ye bi nkekan sie ni yi e wo de e ba no mu in the strong room. Reference I say in the strong room unquote. And the subsequent report of same. Now they say you signed this say enema na ye hu say enye no akoma chairperson. No. it was reported to the petitioner.
To the petitioner, okay.
Reported same to the petitioner.
And the NDC.
The leader of the NDC.
And the NDC, yeah.
And the NDC penning for no. And who be here say yam fakrata bimra. The letter then until the question now was put to him by the EC and was irrelevant. And no, let me tell you why I'm saying it was irrelevant. He didn't draft the letter.
Yes.
Yes. And no letter. To all Busan said, okay, said letter you submitted to the EC. How do you expect somebody and not letter to know the letter?
Okay, why a letter?
No one can paragraph.
No, maybe my
paragraph. No, they can't go him. What's it then?
And subsequent report of same to the petitioner and the NDC. The NDC immediately caused a letter to be written.
NDC. So in this case, the leadership of the NDC.
But that's what he's saying.
What I say? The leadership of the leadership of the NDC had caused a letter to be written. Near letter no kuma easy. One can say letter yet ma a year or no branches on submit. And one can say my agency on submit. It's a cadimo be Diana because letter and more fanko.
It's likely said your letter
not given to him.
Letter no crown. Of
course. Okay. The NDC caused the letter to be written. The NDC leadership put the course letter and see entry. Because now one more strong room hono. And the report be a comma NDC penning for. According to that paragraph. And the NDC leader, who is his excellency of Dendramani Mahama. That's a paragraph. It's your this science of command say A, B, C, D, and SCU. And Koye. It's your once a monk. I'm not say any not a human here said letter, but that course, and whom a human here, so many be a friend say. Can't have me easy no. Emma, I'm going to say A, B, C, D, yet to one among. That is the essence of the letter. What I say? That is the essence of the letter. And the moment the letter, but it's a letter and you know very well that the letter was brought to the EC premises or to the EC office by the former AG and co. What I say? And what's it?
Was it delivered? Oh, no, I'm just asking you because also him. So I told you when I was in the one.
Yeah.
Also him. Also him say was delivered. That's okay. It means that you don't have knowledge.
If he says the question to him was not necessary. No. What I say? Because tell me. Point I mean making say. Say letter and CJ. Say nipa no e kan mo twa letter no ho a. And na wo busa no say letter no mo twa na mo de koy.
Yes.
One kan na do busa say question say.
Engineer me can say. It's even likely say.
What did he say? He just told you what has happened.
It's even likely say the content of the letter crown. Witness no box ni mo no.
Did he make any attestament? Ebia why just say the content go in. One kan say. Was a report called say ABCD na AC. Ya de kuma leader, ya de kuma the NDC party. Ya de kuma wo mumie no no. Dia kuma na say na ehia se wo mutwa na mombi. Ana monto ni so motwa krata. Sanoka. Ya de report called from the strong room. And the party name ya de kuma leader no. And the NDC party. And that caused them to write a letter to the EC chair. One can see a man letter saying from the EC chair. No busa letter mo de kan sama fanko.
Okay.
So that question to him was not necessary.
That's understood. That's understood.
No,
application. No, Faisal.
The witness statement said he was the one who wrote the letter. Witness statement said he delivered the letter. No, Busan said letter was he delivered or not. Witness statement said he could deliver letter. No, Busan said was the letter delivered. It never says so. Yes, okay. Question there, as a lawyer, when you examine somebody, you are always trying to punch holes in the person's case. Fine. But my son said, Busadi, are you related to Nipano? Because as you rightly said here, and Nipan matters, I must attest to the Nim Bible say, Muni the Mohuni the Matin dance. It's the one who didn't want to dance in the wood. It's a man go what, but when a business also when the new when the nitrium, for instance, what things that transferred in the strong group.
Okay, like Yambra application. No.
A year discoveries and Yabusa. Busa one question bisa. Na a humpo here. What I say? My brother here will attest to the fact that whenever you are asking for discovery of documents, they are documents that are relevant to the matter in question. As some na yedino. And somewhere in Kratabi and whatever, yeah, in Krata right?
Yes.
And Kratabi Yenzaka, but what a semi man may be any madaho. I didn't name bedaho. I didn't name bedaho is a free 9 December Bessie and night ye. Ya tete sell. You see Babon Timber declared yourself to be a winning Ghana Mampania Abattoir Equatoria. Nobody declared nothing. I did say at overflow. As I never say, as the fufro, and the machine be at the fufro. Back and front in your doors. How can we know the truth? The only way we can know the truth is to see what figures you got. Now, see another question. Me comes you. Now, 1994 figures in 2012 election petition. NPP did not use their figures. I'm saying it here.
No, but you can't. You can't compare. You can't compare.
See, now we tell them, Meba. Let me tell you why in Tia. Now we tell pieces now we should not find.
Me too. Kasa, ode kasa.
Pieces in a hand.
Kasa.
Oh, now we tell. The end. Saying. Also, I don't know this is one from figures. Why not conduct elections on Ghana?
Easy.
So who has figures?
Of course, the Electoral Commission.
But
you as a stakeholder in a political party, you should have also collected your own figures and also so.
CJ, as a phone, one
in term two.
I know. What is it? Oh, that is why we are challenging on no any figures, no. Okay, because and ABC that. So political party be figures or no quality here when you declare will be as a winner in this country. Always we have declared a winner of any election from 1992 to today by the figures of the Electoral Commission, not a political party. And the minimum but
that's not law.
That is not law. So the law is that we declare the elections on the figures of the Electoral Commission. It's one with the question about so you are right to ask. It's all some say so lessons in be see my duplicates or whatever of pink sheets. It's who will be cancelled any boom. Media make a bomb and my minister phones up on the knife. I'm Obasan. Obasan not in here when the way changes. What figures was added to what then if we dear. That's what we are discovering. For the anybody share. I heard you one free two. You 21 coca 2 more. And only have no questions near Busa. That is why we are asking for those documents to be given out. And when we say Kata was said, now documents in Ghana what do you doing? It is to help us do comparison. Let's cast our mind back to 2013 election petition. And then we were told by the NPP then. So, we're not filing close to about 12,000 pinches. And then the NDC team, which was led by Kachuchi Kata, then was challenging them, say, and you're not correct. I'm saying, no correct. Young come, Yamran, if I am quite Yamran for never being yes, but we will about you, say. And of course, and I say, you're not correct. One about you, you can find an independent institution which is well recognized worldwide. KPMG. And you don't buy so Mama young cat animation when I'm on Sray in the Yan and the end, and then the ban and the armor. There was a need. Now I become as you. KPMG for meeting parties in involved. One month as a woman you music. Two one soft copy, you don't deliver it to anybody. But when they came to court to attest on the we had the MPP councils then urging or asking them to deliver soft copies of their work to them. Whereas they had been told behind the curtain, say, but the then lawyers who were leading them were asking the court to tell say deliver soft copies. Now they are. But then 2021. There's a similar petition. Those are the cases or the issues that are being asked by the court to determine are quite different.
Exactly.
What I say, but it's the same thing. I cross one. And yes, and they be hano. And now you're born some bishop so here. Now, friend, now what is wrong for the party in litigation to ask another party or no I'm making a differences in her submissions, in her figures? So what and now for the catch me satale so we agent. I don't think we see a court in the show. For Brian Fantalama ni answer say bia na wo wani hu ni. Ni ahwemu a CJ, you can win a company. Okay,
the bench asking the petitioner to also produce. So we also figures are one produce it.
The bench wasn't asking for figures. Bench and say Per evidence act, I mean,
yes.
Per this evidence act of the Alban, I pretend I will be a beam. I'm running my coin say documenta or copy. Documenta a copy. See, a duplicate copy or be as well as be a photocopy or whatever. Said photocopy, no, and I see a duplicate copy naked down. It is as well okay to set original.
Okay, Mamin Koti 166. I say a duplicate of a writing is admissible to the same extent as an original of what writing or of that writing, unless A genuine question is raised as to the authenticity of the original or the duplicate, or B, in the circumstances, it would be unfair to admit the duplicate in lieu of the original.
Wonderful.
All right.
He should be a lawyer.
CJ, what I can read?
Seriously, I'm prophesying.
It's never too late. But I've known over 60 years people who have been doing law.
But I'm contemplating, man. I will.
It's a very noble profession. That I always say I've never regretted being. I always urge you to all right. So
yeah.
Now the air can. What is the issue with sending a document? The air can say. You see, the issue in contention is not about saying, yeah, they're fake. And I say, original. And I say, one day you're fake, and I say, you're original. But be one more dear, no, so be a not a samba. For instance, the figures, we are telling you figures. Figures is 2009, on the 9th of December, figures, no. And the year, as yes, if the same. Me wanna, me bois. And to say, and your pen. Not the best, is young, you know. Found him on the brand, near say, be a come on me. And I'll come on me, my mother from a trial catcher of the CRC. The essence of asking the parties, let's be a political parties, never share various numbers, free rages, and I'm going to be in our bedroom crying. One behind me, I kept my Edward Tomono is to help you to make sure that you are doing the right thing. So that's it. To make sure that one idea we and add the right thing. Now, one more on the 9th of December, no, a declaration. You catch around me and what does say. At some point, the NDC was not in the room. But one of you want to know, BBS. Then they see a declaration about on some figures. Figures now, you didn't see a declaration. So, a dear question, and you say, I had you to see what. It is the catches of phone in my brand, you can see near us. Dear, we are the one at the BBM who will have you. What and the crown would be one come contempt be one abonibia. Now they are covered man of coming and we are coming upon a Cambonia. See, Anka Bonnie. So if we ask for those documents, and what the 10 years, and here's a basham. If some minute, if you understand me, a boy of anything, a section each way, then we are some kind of like a on one time out. But I don't see it in the benefit. I want some close here. But some here. It would just shy and a wow kind yet again for. I come to us on one kind. So that's it. But there was a reason why you took it and read it to the years of all Ghanaians. I won't pay. It is a case, confirm figures, sorry, original documents forms from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For Fabrani and Shamunia can see anyone say you are on track. The way and no one know. Why I'm from Swa, another way from Swa. Yan come on intro. Yan come on intro.
Okay.
We are not challenging say duplicate a guitar and a fake. So that you make reference to it say and your original.
But I say. This one is from Walano in Akwetia, and I'll say NDC still declines to unveil which polling stations did that take place, or the EC just added the number from nowhere. For me, NDC, they are not proving their case with evidence from the primary source. Once you claimed victory, it must be based on some tabulation you made, and you must prove it. ono so dia or the eba no but me promises
I know both party in question no business say
yeah no it's still on the application now me promises that interview between Parker Wilson and Ura Rojo Metu.
Wonderful.
Parker Wilson is my colleague here.
Yeah.
Join news for the purposes of discussion into I think it was on the 9th.
Oh,
9th.
Yeah, question. I don't know when
9th.
You've seen it.
No. That very one over blame.
Okay. Enti mama introduce me.
Oh, your boy so share.
Interview because sometimes I'm for one.
Okay, to the interview.
What does it? But them does
But Jean Mensah, the electoral commissioner, has not shown good faith. She told me and the other colleague I had, Professor White, to send a message to John Mahama. After leaving, she turned off her phone.
She turned off her phone?
Yes. I will take you to my car. I will show you the several phone calls I made to her, and she did not pick. She did not pick it. So when I finally got to John's house, then suddenly somebody calls me and says, "But Rojo, you told me you were going to inform John about a potential meeting that would take place between the NDC's representatives and the EC, where we would catalog the different types of fraud or issues that we had for them to be addressed." But she's announcing the results. So basically, she got the two of us out of the EC.
So,
okay.
CJ.
No, meba. Chum. Wait, what's the thing? Yeah, what's the original? Chum. Council. Yeah, lawyer. Council.
No. Martin, to make one some other Martin, so I'm going to
It's another.
The other can't solve because the regiment in the castle. What do you say? Tell me, what's the day? My men catch them and name in say. Oh, say, Jenny, she don't always. Oh,
okay,
no, Pfizer. 1 hour time. Also,
I can say something to you which relates to you, and let's say as a was Obi. But the message was given to you to be delivered to you. Add that movie, some at the same time. Right. So take it in that context. Number 2, phone you have to be or say doom. You see, we all do this things. Obi to me for us. Oh, my friends, I'm a friend. And sometimes Uncle could be said, "Oh, out of radio." Uncle could be so phone. That was why we should just one phrase to represent it. And this one with a further questioner, you just draw single conclusions. Oh, what does it say? So that's it. Obi Kasa.
And then he goes on to say later number be friend.
Okay.
Say
and was that one that's one more.
Oh, no. Okay. I said mom could do JM Hono.
Yeah.
Na wa fra na enko
yeah.
Emu ho na fe number fufuro bi frɛ no.
Say one more.
Say na mo he ya twɛn mo obi a mo se mo kɔ abasisi a mo mai. So that's another.
Na ma me declaration.
Yeah.
Na ma me declaration.
Yeah.
So that's it. So the question is, well, as you who called him, no, I can't attest to it because why modi? Obi a friend said more him because more kaba, and indeed that confirms the enough because I say kase. Yes, sorry, see the kind of connection I check but you also know confirms as no. Mo ko baba some ma no. The mo pese besi na sia wi o. Ye declare. But me wa no se na ka ye kwa ba ko tutu ye na ma bi ye na ka ya ba se na ye declare. But so baba so ma.
Okay. Faisal.
Yeah. Let me go back to
No, we are still the application no.
Now it's clear. Say Rojo Ekai Tio. Or see, when she asked us to leave, she put off her phone. Now, it's important for you to understand, say, see, she put off her phone. It shows a certain deliberate intention and act on her part. Say, me do me phone. So that onti me enfreme. Now, which means, say, oh no, woman, 3 months, manu, who say, manu, afani phone, manedum. That's what he said. Echire also afemi friend na phone ring is our fa. Into the two positions cannot be reconciled. But coming back to the applications, I know Chachikata a move ever court was spending close to an hour to move the application. Ekasa bebre, ekan sempi. But you see, since I'm making debiano, Emrano echire send na unhia bebre ever court wa. E was say wufa unema etoto in a certain way ubenya anaunya. It's important to make it for say in 2012-2013 presidential election. No, yenso you follow the same process. Yenya. Now so he was interested on to that particular holding of the court in 2013. Into yenso ya apply bida. Yenya.
Where the ground the same.
Oh please, boss, matter. The grounds are Oma Mayeng was that we had copies of the pink sheet of the constituency coalition forms of the regional, regional, then the new one. So if you don't have copies, sir, you don't come and mount a challenge in the court. Now, what's interesting in was that the lead counsel sought to show, say, what's all happening in 2013 and what is happening now. Mm-hmm. The two differences is this. Another difference, no, and they say, yang 2012, yang the yang pink sheet echo court. And then I can say, would there over pink sheet no? Witnesses, I can say, will be. I said, Ketia, Ebejina, witness box no, or the other say, prefer say, more copies maybe. Now, so lawyer say, dear, amfamba. Now say, copies not amfamba quarter. How do you meet the necessary requirement of the law? Because the law is very clear. Say, inspection of documents can only be ordered if it is necessary. Now, saying now, what me demonstrate to court say necessary. Would you ever? Now, see court to nkrata no mediani. Now, me would GDA say, be nkrata na ECU so de declare election no. In say be about no de no mu. Inti me here original copy no. Na me fan compare. Inra uti lawyer or say omo copies and so omo fam bakot omo fam baso now so omo here easy there no na fam compare omo de na ewo fie na omo de akoshe omo party office no or say fam omo wo court ho no omo free ho no omo go adraka head office no omo go compare figures no
diabolic ban na why don't you
I mean you don't even understand what's going on. Say, I'm going to your mansion office na what bakano e wo honomo ye sie ya lock wo honomo so ye den e wo office ho either $2.5 million office no e wo honomo na so mi famba David
one only a lawyer
na so me here easy na so me here easy na mi fam kwado baka na mi go compare. Which means you have not met the test. You have not met the test. It was very clear right from the start. Say there was no way say request no will be granted. Number one, no. Number two, you also had duplicate. The law is clear, and now already know so eloquently. Like a very seasoned lawyer be a minimum US. So now read section. No. I was so impressed. I was so impressed. It is clear. Duplicate is as good as original. Unless utmichre say original one edibano is same bi Uba court one kase the ukrano duplicate ukrano u believe say original na is used to declare election no. In same which means say the test you have not met. And it's important to make a esisu. Say application with buy no. It is an application how the back court. A work court no a discretion whether to grant it or not. And yet a matter of right. Say who apply ya na the mouth. Debi application be out the court no. Every case is assessed based on the circumstances of the case. Into bit me court. Echo apply my court order. This is a example no. This rule is purposely for Obia ebiana documents no ewo isi nkwansa wo nibi. But the justice of the case demands say ye ma copy now to find your case because we don't want surprises. Into court we can say hey, so far as CJ nkwan na copy nkwan there, who CJ ma first a copy. Now first a intimate inspector or inspector no photocopy. Now that I hear the case because court there no credit here. You hear no credit pepper yo. There must be justice. So in fair hearing no I was saying a documenta ebe bua me case. Now so aba no say documenta we do ho. Now court now share this rule. Now order say me copies. Now what copy no there? And now what duplicate copy no there? There is no way court no be ma kwan say me fa me copy me wo no emfa emma. Wo one demonstrated to the court say ebia na de me wo no another one no insisan bi ewo mu. So it was an application and also a folly frat. And CJ, I don't pay there. Wow, so far, right from the beginning to the end, Bibia and the step for English at take Biano, a folly then CJ. Oh, come on, me, a folly there.
Oh, now come on, some.
A folly flat.
Oh, now come on, some.
This is NDC for Omni. Say, game a bono. Omni say election, Omo lose election. Courts need them. Me say they are just using it as a rules. Now me can I want listeners to take note. Say going forward no, they are the asking and now be reside they call the highest level, and be descending or EC chair no so. E chrome ha the name to form a case say I can. The woman what me to say this knife. Oh yeah mistake. Waka. Oh yeah human being. Mumu mistake. Muko court ikra muko ye mistake. Muye mistake. Muko mistake ikra musa ye mistake.
Okay.
So
my own friends here.
Last one.
Yeah. Sifam.
Say NDC for omojitum election no and Ukraine na declare no. Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ono president of Ghana 2021 ye eriko 2024. Nyame boa. Onyame ma no ahoden no ontimi onrulu kromnumaye. Ono kwa police odaba free senior high school de kika ho odaba a Ghanaians agina tumu NDC for munjintum na yam move on because election day yewie John Dramani Mahama will lose for the second time to Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. That's
Right, just a few of your comments, Nafi. Okay, we have some 4 minutes. We can do one minute of.
Into what here and to our shop and team and a diabolic in there.
Lawyer Chum. Ode mamen kan me comment no. Me am san ba hobi. Mohammed Taib Salis say good morning. Adom FM, good morning to you, CJ, and thanks for the good work you are doing. Also, greetings to lawyer Faisal. He's always on point. A great legal brain. Onodia Ode Ebaye no. Isaac Opoku. So why did they leave the room? Are they serious? Onodia Ode Ebaye no. Kwesi Boateng say what exactly did the chairperson tell Dr. White and Mr. Nunu to go and tell their presidential candidate? So the issue can be communicated to their presidential candidate on mobile phone. Can't one of them send the information to their presidential candidate? I understand the issue well. Boateng, Kwesi, Ivans, Sodia, Ode, Ebaye, no. Jones, we are here, Kenton. You are watching us live from Amsterdam. Okay, Jones, thank you very much. Yes, sorry. Yes, we're live on Facebook with so many views. So your people are watching. We are live on Facebook. Lachum, 1 minute. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
1 minute. Ochina, what to expect in court tomorrow, and then.
Okay. But you see, all that I'm saying to the NDC supporters and sympathizers in answer. So what is MB before Kayo and NDC for any case, no evidence going to be nobody. Because see any case and I said that Jenny Ebre. And we see the time of state resources.
Okay.
We know what we are about,
Okay.
and we know what we are pushing for.
Me that's it.
And at the end, no, you need to be.
Me that's it. Faisal.
Yes.
Yeah, call. 1 minute.
Ghana for Yedomasi election Yakovi Omatoma na Donka Akufo-Addo. Yendi will not let them down at all. Just a conference of Mariposa Mono. We will make sure say we will deliver. This second term no there. A bed the first term no. Now this form argument no there. Ukraine made him see the wow tum say a folly frat.
But I say, in 5 minutes it will be 10 nothing.